Alright guys, our next technique is tubing and framing, or tubing framing. It will help you make some things sort of like this, where you can build, attach tubes to each other in that sort of fashion. I've already pre-cut sort of different size rectangles of paper. The reason the rectangles are so small is because we're just making a small thing to put here. These could actually be longer tubes, sort of like straws, if you think about it that way. But I guess the first thing you're going to want to do is make a series of tubes. I like to put glue on one side of the paper so that when I roll it together in a tube, it sticks in a tube and doesn't sort of unroll. So I'm going to roll these up. Just like that. Hold it together there. And here's my first tube. You can set that down there. Just do that a few more times. And then you can, I'll show you how to sort of attach these together and how you can have them change directions and you can sort of build things. I had a student make a model of the Eiffel Tower using this method. They're sort of like structural beams. There's another one. I try to make them close to the same like width or thickness gauge, I guess, just so that they match, but I guess it's not super important that they're the exact same size. Just roll this one up here like that, hold it together. Here's another one, make sure this one's good. There we go. I've got 1, 2, 3. I'll do one more and I'll show you how to seal them together. You could also like roll these first and then put glue on them so that when you go to roll them together with the glue, the paper's already sort of trained to roll that way. That kind of helps. Got a fly in there. Alright, there's another tube. Okay, so I've got 4 tubes here. This one's slightly larger than the other ones, but that should be okay. Then I have these smaller rectangles. I'm going to turn them, not roll them this way, but I'm going to roll them this way so that they're a little bit smaller tubes. And these are going to basically become like the elbows or the joints, I guess, in between the longer tubes that I've already rolled. So I'm going to roll these up a little bit tighter because you want these to be able to fit inside of the first tubes you rolled. So see how these are a little skinnier? Then you can basically bend these and insert them inside of your first set of tubes and then inside like that. And you can start building things this way, right? I could make an elbow come out that way, so a section can come this way, then an elbow back out. So I guess it depends what you're trying to construct. But that's the general idea. I'll make a few more elbows just to show you a little more about how this works, but I think you probably have a good enough idea. I'll just make a simple square, I guess, from my sample sheet, but you could make very detailed designs. So I'll just bend this again, try to bend it close to exactly half so that this goes in this end and this goes in this end. So there's 3 sides, and then basically I will repeat that for here and attach this in here, okay? So there are my tubing and framing. I'll go ahead and get rid of this and I'll just put one in here and we'll make a triangle to fit in that section. So I'll go ahead and, so you can really make any shape you want, and of course the shape could be 3D. I could make a cube by inserting another elbow. Okay. that. Go ahead and put this in there. It's nice and snug. And this one and that side there. You can always reinforce the corners with glue, but there's like my little tubing triangle. So that goes in the tubing and framing section.